Hi. I don't know what that was about, but good day, good afternoon. What's the haps? Yeah, I'm out here at the park. I left my other phone. I got these headphones. I didn't really even feel like attaching it to it. Hopefully my voice carries enough to where it's not a major factor. Yeah, that was interesting. A little interaction that I normally don't have. But it's all good. I mean, really. Yeah, so going with the flow sometimes. Going with the flow. Shit going bad, you gotta kind of just, parry that shit off. You got to flow with it, counterpunch it, bob and weave, whatever's appropriate, handle that as smooth as possible. Deflect that right back, repel. When that happens, man, everything I had attempted to do to post a video was going against me. Like everything that I got to, attempt to record something on was malfunctioning. That can't just be a coincidence, man. How is that possible? Even when I did just do what I normally do, that didn't work. That's what I normally, I guess that's, but what I have been doing normally lately, just doing it with the phone, with the phone. I started doing it with the camcorder, and that wanted to mess up, but even doing it with the phone, uploading it took like over 5 hours. That thing still was uploading, talking about 20 minutes or whatever. About a video talking about sometimes everything just go wrong with that. However the title is, that's crazy. But I didn't stop. I did it anyway. I just kept attempting. I don't want to use the T-word. Just doing it. I mean, trying shit. I'm doing what's supposed to work, but nothing's working. Rebooting everything. Still nothing. But the tests come as a result of the effort. According to it's as a man thinking. When you decide to make a definite change in your life, you're gonna come across a multitude of I forget sessions. I forget exactly what I don't know why I can't call it. It was right there in my brain when I went to say it. But it's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna come against you. 'Cause I said it many times, not in that way, because there's many ways to look at it. Many people have deciphered this in different ways. A facession of destitute of, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. But at any rate, maybe y'all could tell me what I'm talking about. As a Man Thinking by James Allen. It is like both easy and not easy, with the law of attraction and thinking and growing rich and all of those things. Yeah, but you got to be thinking it all the time. But you got to be putting your mind to it all the time. But it's a constant effort. Constant, well, the more constant, the better. I'm going to say that. It's not like your mind ain't going to go on other things. Honestly, mine ain't on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sometimes, yes. Other times, no. But in the grand scheme of things, well, is it worth it to you in the grand scheme of all things? Because we could focus on a lot of negative stuff, focus on TV, focus on gossip, focus on celebrity gossip. We could focus on a lot of shit that might not matter so much, because when the shit hit the fan, and that meaning whatever it is that rock your world in a way to make things that you thought was important not important anymore. Things that seemed important ain't really shit. And it changes what is important when shit, when your world gets rocked in a certain way, such as mine did with, with a lot of things, man. A lot of things is life-changing. Divorce is life-changing. Having children is life-changing. Getting married is life-changing. But not, well, it could go all kind of ways, can it? All of that can be drastic and dramatic. But, man, losing the child and then losing the child to suicide, that shit there, I don't know. I mean, I can't say it would have mattered, if it was some other way you have somebody to blame. And I don't know. I think it's never closure with those things. Even if they do get so-called closure, even if they do know if it's somebody else and they know who the killer was and they get life or they execute them, it ain't gonna bring them back. You still gotta live with that. That's the thing. I'll never know for sure because I don't have that kind of situation, but I do know it won't bring them back. So anything that like in this, like when people like kill itself, man. Like there's the thing, 13 Reasons Why, right? If I ever seen that, and I just happened to watch that before any of this shit even had happened. I was watching that show. It's kind of interesting. And, but that's the whole thing, was surrounded by the tapes and what people knew and the gossip about this and the gossip about that. Which they just follow, I guess, no matter what, no matter who, even if they're older, it's just that they was in school and there's, a different dynamic, a different situation, a different way that they can interact and talk and, kids, man. But shit, even if there was adults, if somebody, when people take themselves out, people gonna talk and speculate and whatever, so it just would have been another conversation, the same conversation another way with adults talking about it and trying to figure out why, like, I know people you would think, trying to figure out why Robin Williams killed himself or why any of these people like that. Like why? I still want to know why. But it still don't bring them back. Nothing brings them back. And, well, I'm still here, man. So from my experience, and things have gotten better. Can it get worse? Fucking right. I don't know, I guess people in real life be saying that shit, it can't get no worse. Well, it couldn't get no worse. I think I have actually been around people that said that. You see it on the movies and shit like that. Now, you never, ever, why would you say that? Why would, why would you even say that? Of course it can, if you ain't mangled up, with brittle, broken bones, bitch, it could get worse. If both your eyes still in their socket, your teeth in your head, stupid shit to say. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. Me personally, I would never. So, man, you got to keep it moving. Shit gets tough, but I ain't gonna make this a part 3 of everybody ain't gonna make it. But everybody ain't gonna make it, man. It's just that simple. Everybody ain't gonna be strong enough. Everybody ain't gonna be tough enough. Fuck. All the sperm couldn't make it. Only one could make it to the egg. All the fucking eggs couldn't make it. There's a point. I guess I don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't speak on things I don't know so much about. But I think there's a limited supply, huh? In the supply of eggs. Otherwise, shit, we be having more babies than they have. That's why I'm always saying never give up. Never give up. But they ain't listening. These hey man, if you happen to be watching this and you're in a millennial class or whatever, I feel for you. Cause a lot of them just not listening, man. And maybe other generations, man, people give up. People in general, I'm talking about them, but it's different now. It is different. They different. Things change, so they change a little bit. They're different. But overall, people in general, they just be giving up. People easy to quit. Man, some of y'all, sorry, it is what it is. Truth hurts. Was so successful in high school and then got out of high school and, in a bigger scale, some could adapt and adjust, but some couldn't adjust. They thought they was going to stay being the man, the big man on campus until they got to a bigger campus and found out that somebody else was that. It's always got to be somebody, huh? But it wasn't you. And that's a shocker. And everybody ain't cope with it the same way. Some people cracked up, couldn't handle this shit. Just like what I'm saying. You know what I mean? At whatever level, wherever you were shining. Some people, maybe it was a one-hit wonder and they thought that shit was just going to keep going and going. And I guess that's in music or anything. A lot of different things. You had a hit and you thought that hit was gonna be long lasting and ain't realized. Like even myself, like, but I learned in the depth. Like cutting hair, like shit, you happen to be coming in the game at a particular time of the year where you getting out in the field, you know, or whatever, where it's prosperous, and you think that that's how it's gonna be forever until the bottom drop out and all that money you were making, now you ain't making jack shit. I'm sure it have, you know, like many things be the same way. Just be the timing. But I always say every dog has this day, or maybe we always say, me and certain people. That was I was saying. Like I said, I don't know who was saying exactly what it was. Some things start out like that, you know, and then it goes a whole nother way. You know, like you don't know who started saying it. What did you get them to saying it? Or did it get you to saying it? So whatever. I know I said it though. Every dog has its day, man. I ain't come up with the phrase. I'm not trying to take credit for that, but it's just a thing that, you know, was a saying. It still is. You gotta hang in there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and the day ain't over. Man, I got to double up. I gotta make something else happen. I mean, shit done drastically changed, really and truthfully. I mean, drastically. Everything just changed. But I guess maybe not big as I wanted. Still, you know, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's just accelerate this. Let's get up. Let's get up. The real mission is to be in the position. The real mission is to be in the position to stop wishing, to get that house on the lake or whatever, you know, that mansion. And that's for Airbnb. I don't want no mansion. I don't need that shit. I think I'm gonna downgrade. I'm gonna give me a tiny house or something smaller. Like I've been saying, you know, a RV, whatever, a bunker, something more compact. Although, maybe I'll get me a nice little high-rise thing, a nice little loft. That's not, you know what I mean? That has a nice little amount of room that's nice. And then even that, back at the Airbnb thing, that could be that too. Man, I'm about the business right now. I'm just saying, I ain't about that foolishness, and you know. But my thing was to be able, because I told my son, I ain't gonna be here if you decide to come back. You know, I had been told him that, but I'm still there. I did rent his room out though. I did keep that word, that thought. Like all the rooms was renting out. I gotta accelerate this shit, man. I can't keep procrastinating. Like every day need to be doing something. If I, I'm gonna say no matter what, if I got to crawl and be doing things, some things is physical things, some things is, it's just to need to get done. But to get everything done to the point where I'm at least in the position to move somewhere else, to get something else, to not be there if I choose to be there if I choose to. The room will be ready completely, and it's just all on me, not on the room not being ready. And ain't no fucking, it's already March, man. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no 6 months in a year I'm still want to be fucking around talking about I'm on, you know? Well, that's just me. And, well, speaking of I'm gonna put this bitch down now, and perhaps I could continue it later. I gotta start doing things in different ways. I think I am already, but you know, like talking about continue, just continue to doing it in different ways. Setting the bar higher for myself. And you know, that's what we gotta do. Stay motivated. Okay, y'all know what to do. If you like this, like it, hit the like. If you ain't subscribed, hit the subscribe. All right, I'm out. Peace.